Good evening, I am Farfetched Cards and we're doing a market update today. I'm just experimenting with this format, so watch this space. I might start doing them weekly. I don't know whether I'm going to split them up between sealed, slabs and singles or keep them as one. You don't know. Let's see how it all pans out. Anyway, I've made some really nice reports and I want to make use of them and tell you all the good news if you have these products. Otherwise, it's bad news. Anyway, let's go through sealed first. So I've made some reports. They're pulling on a lot of modern product. They're not picking up absolutely everything. Actually, I think the sealed report is. The other two are a little constrained by the number of variables currently. But I have excluded, let's be transparent, anything below £20 from the sealed one. And I'm only looking at liquid products, so they need to have sold at least once this week and at least 10 times in the last 30 days. So, I think that's reasonable. One every 3 days as an average. I don't really want the really slow moving products. They get a bit warped on the percentages and they aren't actually that useful to see. So let's get into it. So Ascended Heroes, Pokemon Center, ETB is leading the chart with a 32% increase over the 7-day. This is, I wouldn't say it's kind of expected. It came out, I think on release day it was 125 was the general cheapest price I could see it, and they got snapped up. I think 130 was the true norm. A lot were selling at 130 and then quickly rose up and we are at 190 now, and that's a pretty firm figure because we've got 553 sold in the last 7 days, so this is unbelievably hot. People are buying this thing up, and yep, it's already nearly 200, should be over 200 any second now. So yep, people really do like this set, and it makes sense because it's absolutely stacked. So yeah, if you're thinking I'll wait a week, see if this will cool off, you have made a mistake. It is not cooling off, and yeah, good luck catching any reprints. That's probably your best hope. Number 2, bit of a weird one, Pokemon Go Premier Deck Holder Collection, Dragonite V-Star. I had to open this in a tab. I gather this comes with a promo, but it does look like it has gone up in price. It was selling for sort of 35. It would sort of, apparently it was been all over the place, but it was in the 30s and 40s, and now it's selling for 50s, 60s, and one sold for 90. So don't take this as gospel. It's sort of, it has gone up. People are liking it. I assume it's got a cool promo. I haven't looked into it, but you can if you're interested. 151 Minutins on the rise, up 18.7% and 12% over the last 30 days. We know 151 is going up. Base set booster pack, interesting. Actually up 20%. That's pretty crazy for a booster pack. Might be warped. I don't know if can I see on this one? See my recently sold. Let's investigate together. No. I was going to see it might be that some of the more recent ones are heavy packs, so take that with a pinch of salt. Evolving Skies Elite Trainer Box up 13%, 17.4 on the last 30 days. So that's £402 now that has reached. Nice 1 week 13% gain is pretty big. 13% as well for the Prismatic Evolutions Pokemon Center ETB, up to 330. That's making some moves as well, which is really cool. Phantasmal Flames Pokemon Center ETB as well. Phantasmal Flames, I've seen the booster box has been moving a bit as well. I don't know if it's going to show up on our list, but let's wait and see. We've got Prismatic up 10% for the booster bundle. The special pouch collection for Prismatic's up 10% as well. Everything Prismatic is going up. 151 Elite Trainer Box up 9%. The Greninja with the cool Greninja promo, my favorite. I think it's tight. I like the Kingdra and the Greninja. It's one of my favorites promos, definitely from SV era. So that's up to £73 now. Surging and Destined both up 8 and 9% on their Pokemon Center ETBs. Does seem Pokemon Center ETBs are up in general. Surging is still a really good price, I think. I bought a load when they did the re-release, and there were loads of scalpers just putting on eBay for like 100 quid. I bought loads of them because that's a really good price. Journey Together booster bundles, £40, up 8%. And let's just do, should we do a couple more? Yeah, after 5%, we're not too interested. Yeah. All right, let's have a look at the 30-day, just see what the biggest gain is 30-day, if there's anything different in here. Blooming Waters wasn't showing up before. That's up 27% on the 30-day. That's pretty huge, up to 221. And the Mega Battle Deck with the Mega Gengar EX. Let's have a look at that one. Which is that the one with the promo? Yes, with the Haunter promo. That one is up to £31.54, which is only up 6% this week, but over the last 30 days, that's actually up 24%, which is pretty significant. Phantasmal Flames, this is what we were talking about, up 19.2% over the last 30 days. So minor increase of 4% over the last week, but last 30 days, 20%, pretty big. Astral Radiance seeing a 18% increase as well. Yeah, lots of movement. 151 booster bundle display up 14%. That's pretty good. All right, that's our big hitters for sealed. Let's head over to singles. So, same criteria. I will just say the report was slightly limited by how many cards I could put in here, so I have limited it to I think X, Y, and latest, sort of modern to XY. It doesn't go back further than that, but that's good for our purposes. So we'll do the same. Head up the 7-day, have a look at the 30-day. Top of the chart is Dragonair from 151, which I'm super happy about. I love this card. I bought loads of this card at £20 and below. So £31 now, up 43% in the last 7 days with 27 sales. Really good, and that's a 20% increase on the 30-day, which means it did a sort of, down and up and up. Charmander up 43% as well, doing really well. From 151, we're seeing there are only 2 151 features. We got a promo, but yeah, there are 2 main 151 hits. The Dragonair and the Charmander seeing big gains. Charmander up to £67 now. We got Clement's Quick Wit. Wonder why this one's popped off. Let's investigate. Did we have a big sale? Okay, I think this is a data error. Okay, ignore that one. It looks like a bundle's got thrown in there with other ones, so we can ignore this one. This one inaccurate. But the Alakazam promo from Mega Evolutions, this is from the Gardevoir ETB, up 40% to £10. That's pretty good. I think that means that we've hit our floor on that one. So it went down to £8. £8, yeah, hit £8, and now it looks like everyone said £8 is the lowest. And that's fair enough, because it's a really nice promo. Snorlax GX from Sun and Moon, this promo. Looks like we had an £8 sale before, and then we've gone back up to 12, so 40% technically, but we're playing with low numbers, so it does seem a little exaggerated. Rayquaza, this one's a big one. Rayquaza, let's have a look. Up to 79. This one hasn't updated on the graph. Let's see if the 3-month has. Here we go. So we had a dip. Down to 70, down to 60. Had a few sales at £60, and now we're heading back up to 80. So that's up 30% on the 7-day. Very cool. Butterfly VMAX from Darkness Ablaze, also seeing a rise. It's a little less frequently sold, but good for you, Butterfree. Mimikyu, I like this promo. I've got a few of these, 8 of these, as you can see. up to £14 from 11 and 10. Great, good to see. Up 25%. Any other big hitters? We've got Giratina from Lost Origin, the ultra rare, jumping up to 14. We've got Snorlax promo, really cool card. I have lots of these. I'm just telling you, it's I can't not say it. So this has gone from 16 all the way up to 20. Great. That's a 24% increase over the last 7 days. This Pikachu card I think is great. I think I sold my one sadly, but £18 to 23 now. That's up 24 as well. Charmander, the ETB promo from Obsidian Flames, making another run for it. Is this a... what's the highest we've ever been on Charmander boy? We have been to 45. We're at 43, very close to an all-time high actually. Very close. Looks like that's about to fly, so that's 22% up in the last 7 days. And another Obsidian Flames card, the Charizard EX, up to £67 as well. Meloetta from Black Bolt. Let's have a little look at what you're doing. Randomly jumped from 24. You had some sales at 29. Interesting. Keep an eye on some of the Black Bolt, White Flare ones, they can just jump. Hoopla up 20%, Caterpillar up 20%. Pikachu from this one is Crown Zenith, isn't it? Yes, Crown Zenith. Up to £21 from 16. Okay, should we have a look and see if there's any big cards? Let's say minimum of £100. See if any big cards have done any big moves. Oh, just the Charizard. Let's go to 50 and above, shall we? Okay, here we go. So we saw all of these and some bigger cards. The Charizard EX from 151 is up 15% and 20% on the 30-day. That's pretty good. Up to 226 now. And Origin Form Dialga V-Star Gold card from Crown Zenith, £77, up 13%. Right, let's get rid of my my filter. And let's have a quick look at the 30-day, see if anything escaped us. I think we ignored Drayton. I'm pretty sure that's going to be skewed by some stat. I don't see why that card would fly up. Did we miss anything here? Blastoise EX. Apparently this is on a bit of a run. Interesting. This is the ultra rare. Let's have a look at it. Ah. So this was £15 and we're now at 20. Interesting. Very cool. Right, let's let that load again. Here we are. I lost my filter. I shouldn't do that. And some other big gainers. EV promo up 36% on the 30-day. The Bulbasaur from 151 up 35%. Any other big ones? Marnie's Pride up 35. Nidoking from 151 up 30. Pretty much all of 151 is going up. That's the message to take away. Qfant. Is that from Surging Sparks? Shrouded Fable. My bad. That's up 27% on the 30-day. And last one, we'll do this. Rainbow Rare, Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno from Hidden Fates. That has gone zing up to £30 from 25. And it's like 22 before that. So we're up 26 on the 30-day. Excellent. Right, should we have a look at some slabs now? Slabs. Right, so same rules with the filters. Let's have a look. Let's order ourselves by 7-day change. Magneton PSA 10 up to £108. And I believe this is the non-stamped version. Yep. So what we've seen is this was 85 and we've now, for whatever reason, seen a jump up to 108. Interesting. Marshadow, which one's this from? Mega Evolution. up to 86. That's a 20% jump in the last 7 days. Pretty impressive. Classic Collection Charizard with the Celebration stamp. This one up to £482. He's a big boy. Wow. Where were we before? 400 flat, and before that 350. That's making some big moves. So that's up 34 on the 30-day and 16 on the 7-day. Blastoise 151, PSA 10, 15% up to 370. We've got the Charizard V-Star, that's the UPC promo, up to 604, that's 13%, 16% on the 30-day, and Pikachu VMAX, this is Lost Origin. I'm not a big fan of the way this card looks, but fair enough for everyone else who does. I will not judge. £94, up 13%. Umbreon up to 800. Giratina V-Star up 9%, up to 345. Arceus V-Star up 9%. Blaziken up 7% to 613. Interesting. A lot of cards on the move, not as aggressive in terms of percentage, but remember we are playing with much bigger numbers, so the actual pounds moving is significant. Let's have a look at the 30-day biggest cards moving. It's Mega Charizard apparently 206. That's got to be wrong, right? Let's do some. What's they're all ace. Where's our PSA results, huh? Here. Apparently someone just bought one for 250. Fair enough. Okay. I don't know if that's enough. It's only one in the last 7 days, so it's a little harder to go on, but these slabs don't go as fast as normal cards. Giovanni's Charisma, big jump, 65% for sales in the last 30 days. I had to reduce this filter to 4 sales or more just because slabs do not sell as fast. Umbreon V going up to £800 again, 35% up. Special Delivery Charizard up 34% as well to 940. Has that gone above 1,000 before? Let's have a look. No. Oh, we're at an all-time high for this. Interesting. 940, wow. Let's have a look. Iono up to 127 from Paldea Evolved. Really cool card, actually. I think that's underrated. Latios and Latios GX, the Lovebirds, up to 7,767. Whoa. That's up 20%. So sells 6 a month. One sold this week, and yeah, it's a big boy, but it is going up, which is pretty impressive. Snorlax up 18%. We did Charizard, Charmander, Shiny from Hidden Fates. It's not at a previous high. We did have 83 in December, but it is going back up 65. And we've got the Paldean Fates Charizard. Also, let's have a look at what you're doing. Back up to close to where you were before. What was the highest it's got to? Or nowhere near, actually. Nowhere near. 760 before, and we're at 505. But it is making some moves in the last 30 days, up 16%. And we'll call it there. Yeah. Oh, Umbreon Gold Star up 15%. Interesting. So do tell me if this was interesting. Tell me if you wanted to see less or more, or have any additional detail, if you would like anything else included, removed, if you'd like to see these as a weekly series, and yeah, any other feedback you've got. I'll work out what makes sense, and we'll get something, because I think it is useful to have these updates, and I've set up some nice reports, so should be useful. All right, peace out. Have a good evening.